Hello guys, it's Olivia here, and today we're gonna talk about traveling alone, what I also call the lonely journeys. Things I'm going to talk about today are going to be based on my experience with my very first journey to Cracow. So in 2018, not only I was afraid of heights, but also of things like traveling alone on a longer distance. And for those of you who don't know, I live about something over 3 hours away from Cracow. So before I went there, I had to plan anything. The first thing is what I'd like to do there. So in my case it was my very first bungee jump. So I had to check how much I'd have to pay for the jump itself, for footage, for pictures, and also how much tickets cost, because I had to go there by train. So my mom was with me at the train station, and she couldn't really understand why I wanted to go there. And then I remember that after the jump I did show her the certificate, and she was very surprised that her daughter found the courage not only to go to a town, a city even that I had seen only once during some school trip in the past, but also I did find the courage to jump there. And of course it was not easy, but I did it. So let's now sacrifice just a short one moment for tickets. And in my case, I remember I did so I had to book them. I'm not quite sure what the word is, but the journey took place about maybe 1 week after I had bought the tickets, because also the train itself has to take many different people, and it's just about the place, especially about the sitting places. Things I took with myself, well, of course money, of course my ID card, of course something to drink, something to get my attention during the long journey. You can take, for example, your headphones and listen to the music. Of course, it's good to have a charger for your phone and something to eat, or at least money to buy something for yourself to eat when you reach that place or during the journey, if you have the ability. Also, in my case, I didn't really need any extra clothes. But I know that when you, for example, stay for longer, it's good to have your toothbrush, things for example, shower gel or pyjama or clothes to change, or if it's gonna be rainy, you can take a jacket with yourself. But in my case, I didn't really need that many extra things. It was just a one-day journey, so the only things I was worried about was getting the jump done before my train leaves from Cracow. And also when I reach Warsaw, then I have to find a way to get back to Oliwia-ANTC, and sometimes it's my brother who comes to Warsaw to take me back to Oliwia-ANTC, and sometimes I go, for example, by bus. So it's also good to have GPS. It's very helpful, especially if you have to go back to the train station from the bungee point, which is about 30 minutes from the train station, something like that. And also, because in my case it was about the extreme sports, then I did check the safety rules, which are the things which provide safety, what do they use, how do the ropes look like, and things like that. Also, what you have to know about me is that I'm that kind of person who keeps checking the weather, especially if I'm going to some city which is like kind of far away. For example, in 2020 it was Warsaw, and I keep like checking the weather for the whole month, something like that, before I actually go there, because well, because in my case these are like bungee jumping, rope jumping, then I have to like make sure I won't be jumping in the rain, because if the rain gets heavy then the jumps may be stopped. So this is why I keep checking the weather several times before I go somewhere. Also, if you know somebody who lives in, let's say, that big city you're traveling to, then you can always ask that person to, for example, show you, at least show you where the hotel is, or if that person also agrees, you may like spend some time together. And last year in May I did actually gather with my friend who lives nearby Cracow, so it was like a fun time and a day we got to spend together, because usually when I go somewhere I go like alone. These are like long lonely journeys, so it's like in my plate to plan absolutely everything. And if you're going to some city because you want to, for example, visit different places, then you can like take just at least some piece of paper and then write all of them and their addresses. If there's like ticket reservation or something like that that you have to just book, then it's really good to do it, let's say, a couple days before the journey, depending on the place you're going to visit, because there also may be limits, especially now. And also in the current situation you have to remember about things like gloves or mask and all the other, depending on place. So that's it for now. If you've got any other question about the lonely journeys, then I'm gonna try my best to answer them. Also, well, there can be like big difference between traveling to some other country and traveling like on the territory of your country. Well, in my case I did travel alone on the territory of Poland, so I'm not quite sure what differences currently there can be in traveling somewhere abroad. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. It's really good to be back to vlogging. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the other vlogs. Also, if you liked it, you can leave a big thumbs up, and well guys, see you next time. Bye!